In 1962, the connection among America and the Soviet Union is relatively tense, and rumors say that the Soviets might drop an atomic bomb soon. A panic takes over American residents, and building a bomb shelters of their backyards will become a common occurrence. Dr. Calvin works more tough on his bunker, filling it up with sufficient materials to last for plenty years. One day, Calvin and his pregnant spouse Helen throw a celebration at their house. Things are going nicely till they see on TV a broadcast from President Kennedy, who proclaims that they are making plans a mystery task towards the Soviet Union. There aren't any details, however. Calvin nevertheless panics and thinks a battle is set to start. So he kicks at all of the visitors and drags his spouse into the bunker. Seconds later, and plane flies over the metropolis best to unexpectedly come across a mechanical failure. There is not anything the pilot can do, and it crashes proper into Calvin's house, absolutely destroying it. In the bunker, Calvin hears the noise and feels all of the shaking, so he assumes the battle has begun out and speedy seals the door. He explains to Helen that he can't open it manually. The door will open on its very own after 35 years. That's the time for nuclear debris to normalize with inside the atmosphere. Soon the authorities arrive to test the particles left by way of means of the accident, and on account that they can't discover any evidence of life, they anticipate Calvin and Helen have died with inside the crash. Days begin to skip and Calvin feels at home. However, Helen hates it down there. One day her water sooner or later breaks, and with the assist of her husband, she offers beginning to a lovable toddler boy. Soon days turn out to be years, and their son Adam will become a vibrant younger child. Calvin teaches him everything he is aware of and hopes that in the future Adam will rebuild the US of it to deliver lower back its vintage glory, and a pinnacle of all of the fundamental faculty subjects. Calvin additionally teaches Adam the way to box, to talk French and Latin, and the way to deal with the inventory market. Helen teaches him to do chores round their home or even the way to dance. Calvin additionally items Adam his a series of baseball playing cards and attempts to explain his sports activities to him. However, Adam has a few hassle imagining such a lot of human beings. Both mother and father train them very correct manners, however by no means curse round their son. Who's developing as much as be very naive and sheltered. The circle of relatives effortlessly reveals a habitual to healthy their everyday existence that permits them to move pretend purchasing with inside the mini-mart, fake fishing in a tank, deal with plans, and construct an additional room for Adam. They even have a living room vicinity to read, play games, and in reality loosen up even as putting out. Meanwhile above them, the land that used to be their residence is brought in to become a selection of enterprise through the years. First it smiles a diner, then a pizzeria, and later a nightclub. In 1995, Adam turns 33 and receives items his mother and father made themselves. When he blows the candles, he needs to locate an appropriate accomplice one day. Helen mentions there are handiest years left, and Calvin says he'll leave out this vicinity while the time comes. Inflicting Helen to enter any other room to scream her frustration out. In 1997 the 35 years subsequently cease and the door opens itself. Thea's own circle of relatives is happy to get out, however Calvin tells Adam he have to do a short take a look at first to make sure it's safe. After placing on radiation healthy, he takes the elevator out and looks in an abandoned constructing that has grown to be the house of a group of inebriated beggars. Melker is so bowled over via way of means of the vision of a sparkling guy rising from the floor that he passes out. Then Calvin leaves the constructing, handiest to be bowled over via way of means of all of the changes. There are graffiti everywhere, human beings managing weapons as if they have been toys, grown-up shops complete of merchandising that disgusts him, and weird searching human beings he can't apprehend once they speak. Terrified, Calvin rushes again to the bunker and explains that despite the fact that the air is breathable, the neighborhood remains a post-apocalyptic barren region complete of fallopi mutants. He concludes they should live in the bunker, and his phrases motive Helen to subsequently snap. She yells at him as she explains how ill she is of being locked up and the way crucial it is for Adam to get in touch with nature. Calvin refuses to extrade his thoughts and the argument causes him to have a coronary heart attack. With Calvin ill and the elements nearly jogging out, Helen decides to ship Adam out or to get sufficient meals for multiple years. She offers him a few coins and a purchasing list, telling him to live on the holiday and to maintain an eye fixed out for a not mutated girl. Before Adam leaves, Calvin tells him now no longer to enter the person video keep as it has harmful tears of radiation. Once he's achieved packing, Adam subsequently is going out and discovers Melcher has begun out a bit temple across the elevator to worship Calvin's family. Thinking about them holy beings, Adam is going out and is tremendously happy to subsequently see masses of factors for the primary time at the incredible sky, buildings, trees, or even different people, who remember him a weirdo. He receives excited over each unmarried little aspect and says hi there to any man or woman strolling through him. By accident the usage of a slur to consult a black lady whilst he greets her due to the fact he's more excited to look any other skin color. When he passes through the person video keep, he covers his nostril and warns others to do the same. Afterward he receives at the bus and receives honestly scared to sense the device moving. When he attempts to speak to different passengers, he makes use of vintage phrases and no person can understand him. So additionally they suppose he's a weirdo. Eventually Adam makes it to the grocery keep and begins involved selecting up all of the gadgets from the list. The butcher explains that if he makes a large order it may be introduced to his house. Which makes Adam recognize he has no idea on the way to get lower back to the bunker. Panicking, he rushes out of the shop and spends the day driving exclusive buses to search for the bunker to no avail. He is likewise jogging out of cash, so he enters an interest save to promote his father's baseball playing cards. The save proprietor can inform those are antique and precious playing cards, however in preference to telling Adam, he gives to shop for the complete percent for just $500. Before Adam can accept, the save's assistant Eve interrupts them and tells Adam he's being scammed due to the fact every enthusiast playing cards fees among $4,000 and $6,000. Eve insults her boss and quits at the spot, inflicting Adam to grow to be very inspired through her and to begin growing a crush. Once they go away the keep, Adam asks Eve to take him to the Holiday Inn. At first Eve refuses and attempts to run away from him. However she fast adjustments her thoughts whilst Adam guarantees to pay her with baseball playing cards. During the ride, Adam chooses all of the vintage songs at the radio, which Eve unearths quite weird. Also quickly as Eva drops Adam on the inn, she leaves without a word. Adam is going to his room and whilst he appears through the window, he is stunned through the view he has from the 18th floor. Then he enjoys looking TV in color. He additionally makes a positive to awaken more early to look at the sunrise. At the subsequent morning, Eve visits Adam on the inn to supply him lower back the playing cards due to the fact she feels guilty over getting paid a lot for this sort of easy task. Then she tries to leave, but Adam stops her with an offer. He will pay her to become his assistant and she can help him gather all the things for the bunker. Eve agrees and they go shopping together for enough supplies to last 2 more years. Hiring several trucks in the process. Adam also shocks her by revealing he wants to find a wife. After they're done shopping, Eve takes Adam to her house and he meets her roommate Troy, who starts asking Adam tons of questions when he notices how surprised he is by all the technology. Adam lies, saying he is from Alaska and that he is here for a business trip. Meanwhile Helen is too curious and gets on the elevator. But as soon as she comes out, she sees Melcher and his friends being creepy and immediately goes back. The next day Troy decides Adam needs a fashion makeover. So he gives him a whole new wardrobe that makes him look even more handsome. The next few days, even Troy take Adam on many new experiences, like dancing to modern music, skateboarding, and seeing the ocean. Adam gets so excited that he jumps right into the water without a care. He also gets to watch a baseball game and finally understands why his father likes it so much. Only afternoon it starts raining and Adam stands under it in pure awe. When Eve comes to check on him, Adam hugs her to share his joy, saying his father would call this a miracle. In the evening, Eve and Troy take Adam to an old-school swing club to find him a wife, and they tell him just to be himself. Women with inside the membership without delay get attracted to Adam's candy personality, respectful manners, and good-looking looks. Eve's rival quick receives his interest and that they begin getting along, which makes Eve jealous. She drags Adam to Thea Facet and tells him that she wishes a candy female in his life. Now no longer a skank. Afterward Adam asks Nothri female to bounce and that they take over the dance floor, impressing all people together along with his brilliant dancing skills. Eve attempts to disregard her jealousy and chats together along with her ex-boyfriend, who makes amusing of Adam and name-callings him right into a fight. However, Adam makes use of his boxing instructions to quick scare the man away. Irritated through all of the drama, Eve leaves the membership and is going domestic alone. When Troy arrives, he informs her that Adam left the membership together along with her rival, inflicting Eve to comprehend she loves Adam and rush out to discover him. She receives with inside the automobile, however earlier than she can take off. She is startled through a person knocking at the window and falls at the ground. It's Adam, who takes her internal and looks after her scratch at the same time as explaining he needed to reject the alternative girls due to the fact he couldn't forestall considering Eve. Adam confesses his emotions for Eve and that they sooner or later kiss. Now that they're together, Adam comes to a decision to sooner or later inform Eve the fact approximately his own circle of relatives and as domestic, including the truth he desires to marry Evie so she will stay with him inside the bunker. However, Eve thinks he's truly a loopy guy who has been suitable at hiding it and without delay kicks him out. The subsequent day, Troy takes Adam round the city at the same time also coaching him a way to drive. Suddenly Adam sees the grown-up video save from earlier and follows the road to sooner or later discover the constructing above his bunker, wherein Melker has commenced an entire faith round of the elevator. Excited, he rushes lower back to Eve to supply her the news, most effective to discover psychiatrists awaiting him. At first Adam pretends to cooperate, however as quickly as he sees an opening, he runs away. While a physician chases after him, Thea different attempts to name the police. However, Eve stops here and realizes that what she did became wrong. At 32nd Adam runs close to her and offers her his key so she will pay the invoice with the cards. Then he escapes inside the truck he's rented, accidentally hitting the physician's automobile inside the process. Later Evie and Troy make it to Adam's room and discover a group of gadgets that have been made inside the 60s. Now no longer to say Calvin's inventory certificate that are actually really well worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. These things lead them to comprehend Adam advised them the fact. Meanwhile Adam ultimately returns to the bunker and hugs his dad and mom after weeks of now no longer seeing them. He tells them the out-of-doors international is lovely and brings inside the supplies, which can be being loaded via way of means of Melker and his friends. Back to Eve. She is determined to discover Adam, so Troy takes her to Thea grown-up video save and that they begin stomping on Thea floor, wondering they'll discover the bunker there. Obviously they discover not anything and determined to leave. However on their manner out, they see Adam approximately to enter the neighboring building. Eve at once rushes to him to kiss him and hug him, and Adam invites her to satisfy his dad and mom. Calvin and Helen like Evie a great deal and that they have dinner together. Calvin additionally offers Adam to speak approximately the words of Thea B's. However, earlier than making any plans for a brand new life, Adam asks his dad and mom to attend months. During the subsequent weeks, Adam and Eve sell Calvin's shares and construct a brand new domestic inside Thea U.S. that appears same to Adam's previous house. Melker additionally enables after cleansing up and ultimately leaving behind drinking. Once everything is ready, Adam brings his dad and mom to the house, revealing this manner they could get used to the new international little via way of means of little. Later, at the same time as Helen and Eve put together dinner, Adam ultimately tells Covina that there has been by no means an atomic war, that the A-bomb had virtually been an aircraft that crashed into their house, and that the Soviet Union had collapsed. Calvin refuses to consider it and starts planning to construct a brand new bunker simply in case.